Trade Locker. Trade Station. You can't log in to Trade Locker on here, can you? I thought that
Well,
was.
it says you can I haven't tried it yet, but they say you can go to TradingView and hook into Trade Locker. I just haven't looked it up yet. I just been playing with it on the platform and looking at it. Seems like it's very simplistic to use though, because it's almost identical to trade. Actually, it's got the TradingView logo on the platform.
Yeah, TradingView leases out its platform. You know, other companies can buy it and include it on their websites.
Right. So I mean, that's what kind of caught my eye. I said, man, this is just you know a TradingView platform, but basically, even though TradingView is, I mean, they're when you trade off of it, man, they're so delayed.
That's the reason why I don't trade on it, is it's just delayed.
Yeah, I mean, you could be up two candles and then it catches up.
Yeah, I just don't trade on this because it's very delayed, so it's not worth the risk. But so the Project X technically leases out TradingView too, doesn't it?
That I don't know.
That I think so, but I mean I don't know for sure. So
I was
this
just wondering if you traded on her or not. That was my biggest question because I just, like I say, it just popped up on Hero, and I'm saying, wait a minute now, how'd it go from Hero to Trade Locker?
I'm so mad at MT5, like as a business. Like if they were my friend or my cousin, like we would have a word. This is an intervention. They owned a large percentage, and I know probably only in our perspective, but they owned a large percentage of the market share. And now I don't know if it's legalities because it's Russian made. I don't even know the real truth, but it feels like lesser companies are coming in and taking portions of a market share that was never going to be theirs if all of this stuff didn't happen with medic quotes. But now everyone's taking it. And some of these companies are, if you looked a few, however long ago, a lot of these didn't have its own source. And this is just continuously expanding. And all these off-brand companies, these white label companies are coming in and taking over for what was already, that's just me being unable to let go. Market's
No,
not.
you're right because since AAFX and Hugo Way, I mean, it's just been those are my go-tos, and since then, it's just been kind of, hey, I'm just kind of trying to figure out how to maneuver in this environment.
I wonder if I log into my NinjaTrader account, it would let me manage all the other NinjaTrader accounts. Unless, well, I guess if had the copier turned on, that allowed it to trade from here to there. But yeah, there's just so much, you guys. So much. But again, it's a vast industry that we work in. Once you find a lane, definitely pick a backup lane. It's smart if you're going to take a, cross country trip to have your major route planned out, or have some alternatives, right? Before there was Apple Maps and everything, that's what we were taught when we took road trips across the country, is you print out your actual route, and in case something happens you need to know some other basic highways that you're looking for to get to that location. So same concept here. To me, pick your lane. As you guys noticed, I stayed completely loyal to a broker for umpteen years. I wasn't a broker hopper. I just was never that person. I found a lane that worked. I still had some backups, okay? And then I just stayed there happily, comfortably, withdrawing, doing my thing. So that's the same thing we can do now. Because also the amount of misinformation, white label companies, pop-up companies that literally are costing less than most of you guys are spending on prop farms. Some of these pop-up companies are less invested than you are in buying the prop farms. So on that note, just pick a couple, be safe. I don't know. People say that Tradevate is a good broker. I did not have that experience. As a standalone broker, they didn't let you trade with $800. They wouldn't let you trade with $1,200, but somebody else said they did. Trading NinjaTrader does though, so I can't say. Do your own research. I like AMP. I hear good things about Optimist, but I don't have them. Do not have them. I did take this same trade though on the 5-minute management using ATM on my MT5 broker, which will link into 2 other futures accounts. But it'll be closed by the end of the day. I'll be right or I'll be wrong. It's very small. Very small. amount.
Oh, nice thing about AMP is their low margin rates.
I know. I haven't found anything close to that. And then people say that's there, but I have that has not been my experience.
Well, Ninja's not bad.
Ninja works, but I didn't get Tradeovate to work. I think it was Trader B who said they had low margin requirements. I said, I don't think so. At least not from where I was coming from. At least not from there. So
Yeah,
let's
overnights are, I believe, are the same on every futures broker because that's set by the National Futures Association. But the day trading margins are vastly different between brokers.
well, we got our good trade. Even gold turned out pretty good. Gold I didn't mirror between lots of accounts. I just took it on Take Profit Trader. 275 on that trade, one trade. Yes, it's trading minis, but it's a bigger account. And that one's past its buffer. So I can take one manual trade, manage it well, and then that's it. This is not that hard. So I do have another class tonight. I'm not going to overtrade. I've really gotten much happier taking care of other business than overtrading because overtrading just ends up mostly because of the rules. Like Apex, I'm going to maintain, I've got 20 PAs now. I've got, I don't know, maybe 10 more passed in just waiting. And then I think maybe 10 more on auto build that are going to come out in the next few weeks or, whatever period that's in. But as time goes on, I'm deactivating any of those rebuilds because at this point they wanted videos, they wanted text, they have one rule after another rule after another rule. And like some of them I had never even heard of until I got an email. I just didn't even know what it was. So it's just such a pain in the butt. Whereas like with my funded futures, Tick Trader, Blue Guardian, obviously Take Profit is my go-to. They all pay out. Like they're not asking you how you traded. They don't this whole way of doing it. Yes, I want the $1 million payout. That is the goal, but it's a lot. It's a lot to contend with. And every time you do a little bit okay, they're like, oh, they have no problem taking the money on the time you mess up. No questions there, because they're getting paid regardless. But all the prop firms that I do know and love are in the link tree. They are going to be on the website. There's a few that I have tried, and as time goes on, maybe we'll have a little paragraph at the bottom of the website that says that like gives a screenshot to say, here's the 10 trades taken. Here's where they fall in room of fees, in room of slippage, or whatever you want to quantify that as. There's a few of them that I don't talk about or don't recommend because they always fall to the bottom. So like every broker on the day will be up or marginally up or whatever, whereas these ones will be literally down. Literally, they're so far off in terms of price action, just not worth trading there. It's not worth me there's so many places to put your money. And of course, I'm a big advocate of put something in your own account.